G'day, Dan. How are you, mate?
How you doing, mate? Good to see you.
Good to see you too, mate. Yeah, sorry, I should have been home by now. I just had a couple of clients run late this morning.
That's all right, mate. All good. All good. Drive safe. Make sure you're focusing on the road, hey, not on me.
I will.
Yeah, I'll record this, so if you miss anything as we go, you don't have to take notes or whatever. Just keep your hands on the wheel.
No worries. Thanks, mate.
Talk to me. How can I help? How are you surviving?
So at the moment, I'm doing a variety of things.
Good.
I've got online one-on-ones going. I've
Yep.
got online group going.
Yep.
And also I've got some face-to-face sessions as well.
Okay.
Where I guess I'm at the park, and I have one person who I visit in their home.
Okay, cool. If the Prime Minister announces 8 o'clock tonight that you can no longer do the face-to-face stuff and you can no longer go to someone's home, do you have a plan already in place where you can just go bang, pull the trigger, and it's problem solved?
Yep.
Okay.
So we just facilitate the same thing that I'm doing with the one-on-ones through Zoom.
Beautiful.
The exact same thing that I'm doing there.
And do those clients know about that? Have you communicated that to them already?
No, I haven't communicated that would be the plan if that was to happen. No.
Okay, so that's a super easy 2-minute job for you to put on your list for today.
Okay.
The reason being, otherwise they hear this announcement and they instantly make a decision that their exercise stops. So you need to contact them and say, hey guys, just so you know, if this was to happen, no change, exactly the same appointment time. Here's what we do. It now shifts to here. Here's how that works. It just protects you from the future.
Yep.
Cool.
Do that.
So hit me up with some questions. What can I help with you? What can I help you with?
I guess I would like to engage some of the clients that I don't currently have active with me. So before this all happened, I had 27 clients that I was currently working with.
Yeah.
And I am currently working with 13.
Okay.
So that's probably the biggest issue, is that I know just there is bits that I can tap into to generate revenue for the business and support myself.
So those 14 who stopped, why did they stop?
So what I proposed, I guess, didn't suit them.
Okay, cool. So what you need to do then is you need to change what you propose.
Okay.
Yep. So if the product, if the experience that you're offering was not what they needed, it comes down to 2 things. Firstly, it comes down to knowing your avatar. So intimately knowing their hopes, their dreams, their goals, the problems that need solving, and what these people need. And then it comes down to being able to empathize and put yourself in their shoes. Now, it's easy to put yourself in the shoes of a 30-year-old dude who's sort of like you, but it's a little bit more difficult to put yourself in the shoes of a 65-year-old postmenopausal woman who has her own challenges and doesn't know that doesn't know that her phone has a camera on it. Yeah, it's a very different person. So this comes down to the empathy of you being able to understand these people, their needs and what they need. Then you are going to need to adjust your product offering, your service offering, to solve their problems. And it's simply that. So here's what I would do. I would write down the names of all 14 clients that you've lost.
Yep.
Then next to each one, write a sentence that describes why that person has stopped. Then under that, I want you to write a sentence to explain and describe the service or experience that you need to be offering to them, which would bring them back. Okay. And then there's ideally a phone call, but at worst an email, where you reach out and say, hey, Sharon, I know it's crazy times. I hope you're doing okay. And I know that the change or the pivot that we made in the business wasn't solving your problems. I've been giving this some real thought. Here is what I see that you need. Here's the problem that I see you need solving. And then she's going to go, wow, this guy's really listening to me. He gets my problems. Then you say, here is what I would do. So if this was my own mother, here is what I would recommend to her. I would say you do A, B, C, X, Y, Z. This solves the problems because blah, blah, blah. What do you think? Yeah. Now, either she's going to say, yeah, cool, let's do it, or she's going to say no, and then you need to go back to the drawing board because you haven't worked out what it is that she needs.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Makes sense.
Is that something that seems doable to you?
Yeah. Yeah. No. It's seems very doable.
Yeah. And I think this is something that you could do. I mean, if you were to give this 3 hours, you could easily in 3 hours have this entire thought exercise done, have the information out to them, be good to go. And look, I mean, if you were to get 7 people back, cool. Like it's going to be a good move. And suddenly things are looking a lot more secure financially than they were a week ago.
100%.
Yeah. You need to come up with as many ways as you can to add value to these people, because at the moment you have the luxury of having more time. Now I say the luxury, you have that luxury because you've lost a few of your clients, but you have time to give these people. So think to yourself, if I was giving an extra half hour to every single one of my clients this week, what would I fill that half hour with? Would this half hour be an accountability call? Would it be a chat about their nutrition? Would it be a phone call and say, hey, I'm just calling to check in on your mental health. Let's just chat for 10 minutes. How are the kids?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So what could you fill that 30 minutes with for each client to show them enough return on their financial investment, enough change in value that they're then going to come back to you? That's what I would do.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. I think, yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. It's just like trying to get people perceive that what they are getting is still valuable just because they're not getting FaceTime and able to use certain pieces of equipment.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it any less valuable. And
yeah. So I'm going to leave you with this. Here's your challenge. By the end of the weekend, I want your clients to be private messaging each other, saying words to the effect of, holy shit, have you had that message from Matt? Have you seen what he's offering? Oh my God, I can't believe he's only charging us $60 a week for that. This is like, so I want them talking about you and whispering behind your back, absolutely dumbfounded and astounded at how much you are giving these people.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So you've got into the end of the weekend, and I want people talking behind your back by Sunday night.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
All right. I know you're a pretty switched on guy, and I know you've got a good imagination for this sort of stuff. But I've got absolutely no doubt you can smash this out of the park.
All right. Love the faith.
All right, mate. It's not unfounded. Don't worry. Keep me posted. Hey,
Thanks for the chat.
All right, mate. See ya.
Take care.